Aries, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I'm going to be doing a weekly energy reading for you for the week of October 13th through the 19th. The cool thing about my energy readings and my weekly readings for the Aries community is that I use postcards. I've been using these postcards, well, no, I've only been using these postcards for a little bit now, but I've had a lot of these postcards since the 90s. So their energy and my energy have had a lot of time to intermingle. And spirits guided me to use these to call on the energy of the Aries community during your weekly reads. All right, so I want to invite you guys to, if you really are digging like my vibe and how I read and you haven't yet, or just a reminder, I do morning readings Monday through Friday. Well, morning is relative because I understand some of you guys are watching from all over the world. I record from Houston, Texas in middle America or southern whatever. Anyway, so I do readings in the morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time for about 20 minutes. I generally pull on like one card for the energy, and then I do a non-denominational prayer to help you get on with the rest of your day, to help you get through your morning, and to help you get through your evening. So 5:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, I call them RAM vibes. So make sure it is that you've got your notifications on and that you're following my channel so that you can get notified when it is that I go live. So 5:30 in the morning Central Standard Time, the same time zone as Chicago. Guys, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If love decides to come out in the cards, then if the situation needs to be reversed, reverse it. All right. Let's be adult about this. Let's be adult. You're an adult. I'm an adult. We're having a conversation. I'm a storyteller, a vessel, a conduit sent to you from spirit. There is a message in here, but maybe not the entire message. Come with an open heart and an open mind. All right. I'm starting to shuffle. You guys can see the cards, but I can only see the white on the back of the card. So don't think I'm over here cheating. It's not the name of my game anyways. All right. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing us together. Thank you for this message. Thank you for your protection. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it on my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. So what do we have for the Aries collective, October 13th through the 19th, please? This one. I keep getting all of these. I keep getting all of these postcards that I got while I was in United Arab Emirates, UAE, to others in the Middle East. So the last time I was here was in 2009. I keep getting all of these cards. No, there are not. There's so many cards in here. I'm retired military. I've been all over the world, and I was very active in high school, traveling and whatnot. So, since the year 1996, 1997, I've been all over, and not just to UAE, guys, but it's interesting how these sort of desert camel, references keep coming up. As a matter of fact, since I've got my laptop up, we're going to take a look at what it is that the camel represents spiritually. And here's the cool thing is that almost every single time I get camels, they increase in volume. So the first time I got Aries, a camel card for Aries, this was several months back. There were only 2 camels on there. And the last time I got it, there were 4 camels on there. And this time, look at how many camels there are on this card. Straight away, I'm calling in a community of like-minded people. I'm still trying to bring up the internet. But if you think about this, these are camel racers and camel raisers. And so they all have, it's a very specific niche, but they've all got something in common. Camels, the health of camels, this, how to pick out the camels that are the speediest, how to raise camels, how to feed camels, the trade of camels. So there's something that everybody in this community has in common. And that's that one singular undertone, that niche. So I really do feel like you're calling in some sort of tribe to you, or you're being pushed towards a new population. It could be like your spirit tribe, or here on earth in your reality. So it could be like a new moving to a new community, where where you just feel the culture around you and it really like vibes with you. It could be starting a new job in it. But this, I'm getting that, or a new friend group. I'm getting that what it is, it really just sits well with you. You could even be like starting to date somebody, or meeting somebody that you're dating's family, and they just vibe with you. Like, these are my people. That's what I feel like it is. Let me see here. Of course, I don't have my laptop set up in a way that it makes it easy to type. So let's see what it says. Spiritual meaning of camels: adaptability, endurance, patience, and resilience, representing the ability to navigate difficult challenges with strength and perseverance. I don't feel like there's an overtone of challenge right now. What I get is the word resilient and resilience with you, collective. With this card and with you and your energy, I'm getting resilience. And it is that resilience that has led you through your time, your life. And I am getting that there have been trials and whatnot, but you've endured. And now you're calling in the tribe that makes the most sense for this point in your life. Let's see, what does Spirit have to say for the Aries community? I already had a flipper. So you had the devil in your energy. So you know what I'm getting off of this? So it flipped and it was the devil card. And immediately I'm getting Jesus of Nazareth in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. There's like I'm getting like a biblical reference off of this, in that there might be, before you actually pull up on these people, before you actually cross this cusp of seeing this brand new family, this brand new friend group or coworkers, or whatever it is that you're stepping into, this brand new portal, before you get on the other side of that, there may be a couple of people. I'm getting a couple of people that are seemingly wanting to come back to your energy. It could be because they're feeling you pull away. But I feel like it's a test for them of how they're going to treat you one last time. And it's a test for you on how you're going to respond to these people. So who are these people? These are either people from your past that you actually know, and you've had, I'm getting smoked out here with this incense, and you've had interactions with, and there were negative sort of patterns for the devil card to pop out. And you've tried to heal from that. And so Spirit's giving you an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are worthy of this new life surrounded by these new people. Who also are very resilient in nature. So like-minded, like-energied. For them, for the other person, Spirit's like saying, okay, there have been multiple times that you've had interactions with this collective, with you, collective. So what are you going to do? Are you going to do anything different? Or are you going to be up to your same old games? Is essentially that. So it's almost like Spirit's kind of just watching both of you all. This could come up. I don't know why I'm holding up this card. I'm reading the card of the the energy of the devil card that popped up. But this could also be you. It doesn't have to be somebody from your actual past. It could be a person or a situation that looks very similar to a situation in your past. Okay, so if I were to like kind of dumb this example down, like way, way down. If you're normally a rage-filled driver and you've been working on your rage and not, yelling and cussing out loud people in your reality, before, one of the trials could be as small or as big as you being in some sort of driving situation, and maybe you get cut off and it's a near accident, and spirit wants to see how you handle it. If you generally if you've got an issue with eating and you normally have triggers around around eating, and you've been working on that, whatever it is for you, like if this example resonates with you, then there could be a situation that comes up that's either makes you sad or makes you angry, or it's a social situation, and spirit wants to see how you respond to these environmental triggers. Do you see what I'm saying? So just be cautious of that, or conscious of that, cautious and conscious of that, because it's just like, I feel like this is something that's standing on your path to receiving your golden ticket. I know that seems like a huge stretch, but that's what I'm getting off of this too. Let me see if there's any numbers on this card. So 22 is coming out. 28 is coming out. I mean, so your birthday could be on the 22nd or the 28th. 8 is also another number that's coming out. 14, 17. So you could see like the time on the clock, you could see like 1:17 a lot, or you could see 11:17 a lot on the clock. And the last number is 714. Okay, so now that's sticking out to me. 7, 8. That's the 12th card. So yeah, that is the Hangman energy. So it's perspective. So before you get to go and meet up with your new buddies, whoever they are, that you're calling in now in this new chapter, new timeline for you this week, Spirit wants to make sure that you're handling things with, or looking at things with a new perspective. All right. What else do we have for Aries the week of the 13th through the 19th? 3 of Wands. Exactly. I was saying the portal, the moon, and then at the bottom of the cup is Queen of Cups. I was saying that there was some sort of portal. The 3 of Wands, there's like, you're right on the cusp of shaking hands with these people, high-fiving these people, interacting, emailing, receiving a phone call, calling these people, like right on the cusp. And this being your spirit tribe, this is ascension here. And this is having kindred spirits around you, and having people to talk to and interact with on a very regular and consistent basis, because and it's reciprocal. Hey, reciprocal. Ooh, that is a good word for the healed ascended Aries, because we tend to give. It's beautiful when we're able to receive on in an equal plane, and that's what this community is for you, Aries. It's right there. It's right there. I told you, you are on. I mean, today's Monday the 13th. As I'm recording this, it could literally pop up Sunday the 19th. Boom. But there's going to be something in the middle. There's going to be something in the middle to prove to yourself, to prove to spirit, and to prove to others that you are no longer your past. And that actually ties into the message I had this morning. If you watch the Ram Vibe morning energy read and prayer, I am not my past. To prove that you are not your past. You don't know. Like, you don't know what this is going to look like. I think that this is the moon card. I think that you've got some sort of idea, but you don't know for sure. It also ties into last week's energy, which is openness. So if you're not actually following me in the morning reads, that's fine. The energy is still kind of bleeding into this week, so I'll catch you up. But you definitely should, because there are skills that I try to teach in those readings, and one of them is to be open to it potentially looking different than you thought. You might have been grieving the loss of a best friend. I know I actually literally lost. She's in heaven now. One of my best friends from high school this year, 2025, and I do feel like it's not really like it's a loss because she's not here for me to talk to her, but now she's somebody that I can access in spirit. But I do feel like there's a void, and that void of that friend is going to be filled. And something like that could manifest in your reality, and it could look a lot different than what you imagined. I imagined I was going to have a long life with this friend that I had from high school. That didn't work out. So now I've got to have an open heart to potentially inviting in somebody else that is going to be really good for me at this point in my life. Does that help you as an example of why this moon is coming up? So it could look different. Release any fear or anxiety that you have. This is literally for your greatest and highest good. And this isn't one of those woo-woo moments where like I'm the spiritual teacher and I'm saying, okay, you're about to stub your toe and it's going to hurt and you'll probably cry. But guess what? It's for your greatest and highest good. It's going to teach you a lesson. It's not one of those things. Okay. This is you're anxious because you don't know what it's going to look like, exactly when it's going to be here. But at the end of the day, it is going to feed you. Remember that reciprocation is what I'm getting off of this. This is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is telling me, and that's the reason why, this is my reason card, the reason why this Three of Wands is coming up and this Moon card is coming up. Remember, I said earlier, you tend to give. You tend to be a giver. And I do feel like for the bulk of you, you'll give until it's unhealthy for you. You're having to learn not to do that anymore. You're having to learn about boundaries. You're having to learn about self-awareness, self-respect, self-value. And this is the same lesson that the Queen of Cups learns on her journey before she sits on her throne, that overgiving doesn't actually help anything. It doesn't help the self. It doesn't help the other person. And it doesn't help the situation. This is a lesson that she's learned. This is a lesson that you've either learned or have already made peace with. But I love that she is sitting on a throne. She's not riding a horse or a steed. She's not standing on her feet. She has gone through life and has earned a throne and a crown. That is you, babe. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. This is just the feminine energy that is telling me that you have learned to take care of your emotional needs. All right, let's get just a couple more cards and then we are done. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you like this read, please interact and let me know at least where it is that you're watching this from, how it's resonating. We got the Five of Coins coming out. Oh, okay, with the Knight of Cups. So this is a slightly... there's two messages coming out here. Hold on, let me get one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, we got a flipper. And it's the Temperance card. That's awesome. So some of this message is about finances. And this is basically saying, like, keep moving in the direction of, for those of you guys who might feel like you're struggling with finances right now, keep moving in the direction of this loving energy of trying to take care of yourself, of trying to be positive about the outlook. I understand that it's irrational of me or anybody to say, keep a positive vibe all the time. That's not realistic. And that's not what Spirit is asking you to do, especially since he or she or Spirit is, the energy is giving you the Knight of Cups. And essentially it's just saying, just keep going. I'm getting Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep an eye on your emotions. If you feel like you're moving back in this sense of dread or the sense of lack or the sense of anxiety or depression when it comes to your finances, you've got to learn to take a deep breath and just keep going. It is getting balanced. It's getting fixed. It is getting healed with this Temperance card here. And I do feel like a lot of that is going to come when you start surrounding yourself with other high energy people. I like to use by proxy. I don't know why. I think I'm going to get a t-shirt. This is by proxy. So if you are surrounding yourself with people who are higher vibrational, are positive, they're not naysayers, they're not gossipers, they're not backstabbers, they're not toxic, they're self-aware, and they are healing. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they are healing because they are self-aware. Then you get to pick up on that energy. And it kind of elevates you, and you guys are constantly, especially with this Temperance card, you guys are constantly helping to elevate and grow each other. Another message with this is, with this Five of Pentacles, is telling me if you felt alone, it is the love of yourself that is calling in a difference for that. If you have felt alone and lonely, it is the pure love of yourself and determination for yourself that is calling in something different and something healed, something balanced, something emotionally giving. Okay. All right, guys, that's your reading for the week of October 13th through the 19th. I sure in the heck hope it helped. Let me know in the comments down below. I will see you guys soon. Sending you loving energy. Bye.